Hey guys, just want to give a couple of quick tips out there to new guys and guys that have been playing for a while, some new updates. So, first of all, if you're in a game and you go to the next level, at the top, you can let things go one by one, or you can hold that button down. And if you hold the button down, you'll now see it go in auto mode, and it will basically click and let all of the waves go out at once. And that will speed things up much quicker for you. And if you're getting too high, just hold that button down again, and it'll go right back to single mode. And just toggle that again by holding that down. The auto mode will definitely help as you advance and can handle everything all at once. It even helps with Volcano if need be, as everything just jumps together. Now, one thing that's very annoying, sometimes you may close the app by mistake and think that you've lost everything. You've just lost the ability to advance levels is all. You actually do not lose anything, because if you will notice, when you open the game back up, everything will still be there for you. It actually collects in the mailbox. So this is the same place where you get maintenance notifications. You'll probably have about 20 new pieces of mail in your box when you come back. So everything does get sent to you. If you look at the top right in that mail icon, you've got your rewards. They still come to you in this manner. Another tip, you can collect your resources by clicking on them, but if you double click, you'll notice everything is collected at once. So that definitely speeds things up instead of scrolling across the map. A new feature as well with the runes. You used to just have to go one by one to click if you want to merge those four and click yes. So you can still do that option if you want to, but there's a new button where it will merge everything that's available to merge all at once. And as you can see, I have 2 new runes there. That can speed things up for you. Another one is the time. The time on the game, it actually runs by UTC, basically in London, matches that same time. So you'll notice that about 3 a.m. UTC, the daily task reset. The daylight savings does not affect that, so keep that in mind on those days. Things may switch from, say, 10 p.m. to 11 p.m. if you're in Eastern time zone, vice versa. Also, the events have a timer, as you can see on the right. It says 12 days, 6 hours. Be wary of that exact time, as you may end up on a slightly different server in a different time zone. Just try to use up all of your resources. They do not carry over, so you will lose them. So just make sure you use those up, or try to use them all up. Usually, to ward this off, about 24 hours before the event actually ends, you stop earning resources. So even though it says 12 days, 6 hours, it's probably only about 11 days and 6 hours of earning resources, and then another day of just being able to use resources and collect those. For those that are not quite 90 yet, you may be an autumn event or the appropriate season. So you will not be able to get those higher rewards just yet. If you hit the appropriate level, I believe 90, maybe 60, but I believe it's 90, and you're still an autumn event, that's because it doesn't want you to lose those resources you just built up. Basically, use those up, let that timer down, and then restart the app, and within a day or two, it should put you in the new event. Just make sure you use up those resources. Don't want you to lose the appropriate season resources. A couple things with the multiplayer PvP mines. There is obviously a timer, 7 hours on this top one. If it only has 5 minutes left and I am attacking, basically I get the reward up for those 5 minutes. Say I make it to level 13, and my rating is, say it's just 205, and I will be in 3rd place. If I continue going, the game will let you go all the way to 20, but you'll notice that it stops rewarding your official rating after those 5 minutes. It truly does stop. That way, no one can kind of pause the game. The mines continue. The show must go on, so to speak. But you'll still get your tokens if you want to get all the way to 20. So also, if you tie, if you're at 206 when that timer ends, you are in a tie. And the tiebreaker, whoever gets there last, wins. So if you hit that timer at 206 at the same time, you should actually take second place in the tie. That is how the tiebreaker works. Just keep in mind that once again it does stop. Also this is for multiplayer. For single player PvP, you only need to win one round at a time. If there are air targets, you can skip those if you want. Hopefully only 12 or 18 of those go through, and you still have 2 life left. You've won the round. So don't try to take out every creep if you do not have to, if you want to speed that up. Same thing with the boss. They're worth 10. So if you want to just let the boss go through, so be it. As long as you win that round with 1 hit point or more, you win. Even the first few creeps, you want to let those go through. If you have the upgrade with the heart at the top right, you earn those back over minutes. So if you need to build that prime up, just keep that up. Just as long as you win the round, that's all you need. You don't have to win more than that. Across the game, there is 5 chests, treasure chests. I may have collected all those, but 5 is the max that can pop up at any current time. So just try to keep the chest to not go over that limit. I believe it takes about 24 hours to get that many. So as long as you're checking every day, you won't be missing out. If you need to have that hero in to see the chest, make sure he's loaded on your ship, and you can take him back out after you do so. Same thing with the guy that discovers the maps. I believe 63 is the magic number of where you still have fog in the game. Have him load on the ship. He'll save you some silver, 50% off basically. And then just take him back off the ship. There's no detriment or timeout as far as putting heroes on and off the ship. There is a slight delay sometimes if you're not seeing your heroes. Sometimes you may just want to restart the game. It forces a resync just so that it makes sure to know which heroes you're actually taking in battle. Don't forget about the disappearing hero. There is a group. Just to cover that again, the easiest thing is to sort by group, and it doesn't show it here, but if you go to your ship and go to crew, you can actually see sorting by group puts a little icon on the bottom right of each card, and then that way you know you can only have one of these guys on the ship at the same time. As you can see at the top, the hero changes as I can only have one of those at the same time, even though I have open slots. So that should do it for a couple of tips. Hopefully it helps you guys out and enjoy the game a little bit more.